Eric, were you upset by Roland's comments?
Not really, no.
Roland says you're angry at him.
Well, look, it's the hype built up to be nothing.
Well, let's listen to it without hype. This is Roland. Yesterday he was doing a production piece, and we were just kind of improving.
And I did have sugar again.
Trying to figure out
Julie gave me candy.
what he was going to do. It was for the Bruce Springsteen giveaways that we did today. We wanted a little something of Roland, and he's always better when he improvs. So this is what he ended up saying into the microphone that we hyped up for about 2 hours today.
2 hours. Did you hear about Eric?
No, what?
Sad man.
What?
Doesn't like pussy.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No.
When did you find that out?
What?
When did you find that out?
He told me.
Eric did?
Yes.
When?
Today.
He doesn't like
Pussy.
What does he like?
Sandwiches.
He doesn't have sex?
I don't think so.
See, by itself, it's funny. Without 2 hours of build-up, how come you really didn't want that leaking?
I didn't come to that. I go, I said it for no reason. I feel like a dick. So I was like, I just don't want to get out.
When you heard it back right before we aired it, did you realize that it was nothing?
Yeah, still though, I just didn't want to. Like, he doesn't deserve that. So I was being a dick. So I was like,
Were you surprised, Troy, that Roland so badly didn't want something as dumb as that?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I forgot exactly what he had said.
Yeah. So in our minds, we were probably thinking like,
oh shit, if he doesn't want that out there, like he may have said something really bad.
Yeah.
Roland just says bad stuff all the time, so it's just kind of like, oh, was it in this room or that room? You know?
Like honestly, I don't. It's not on tape or anything, but he probably said worse stuff about Eric right before you turned the mic on.
Right.
And that's just based on. Not just based on the precedent that's been set for Roland's behavior.
Right.
Like I would assume that. I don't have any specific recollection
Right.
of him sitting there trashing Eric, but I would assume that there's a good chance that he was trashing Eric even worse before we even turned the mics on.
Right.
Roland?
No, I didn't say anything about him until
You don't think so?
No, because I just walked in.
So
the mics were on. I didn't know the mics were on automatically. That's what like.
Eric, I guess the question on everybody's mind is why don't you like pussy?
That's not the case at all.
No, because that's what I tried to say. I did the joke in front of Dr. Ruth, and she turned around at me saying, "You're the one with the problem."
All right, so
she fakes me.
So you met Dr. Ruth when?
We all did.
Yeah, I know, but we all
Friday, right?
Friday.
There's listeners listening.
Oh, Friday.
So we bring them on.
No,
too.
I was trying to remember.
No, Friday.
Friday.
And you did this joke.
I did a dumbass joke.
And
then,
Dr. Ruth threw.
Oh, she threw right. She goes, "You are the one with the
Yeah,
problem."
she walked away from whoever she. I don't know if it was me or you. She was taking the photo with.
Yeah.
When Roland threw that comment out, and she just stuck her finger out and marched right over to him. She goes, "The one who makes that comment is the one who has the problem."
Sexual problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and she goes, "You have sexual problems."
Do you,
she
Roland?
fakes
Do you
me.
have sexual problems?
No, just a lack of pussy.
Like that would be the problem. What does that have to do with you going in yesterday and saying that into a microphone for no apparent reason?
I don't know. Why do we do the half the stuff in this show that we do?
Why do we do the things we do? That's one of
I
those
don't know.
ageless questions, isn't it?
It just you have sugar. You're here for 12, 13 hours.
Eric,
It's not sugar.
What do you-
Roland just enjoys an audience.
is that all? Okay, what do you hear in the tape? I mean, there's nothing cut out.
It's not even vicious the way he's saying it. It's not when you can see when Roland's starting to turn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when his facial expressions, and all of a sudden he's speaking a lot more clearly.
Yeah.
You can.
That's
see
when he gets vicious?
You can see when Roland's really starting to get mad, or he's about to get really evil.
He does that with you?
No, I've seen him do it to other people.
Like who?
Voss, Dave, Poe. You know, you can see when
Right,
Roland's
okay.
kind of changing. This was still his. Doesn't like sex.
Why does he?
It's because he likes an audience. He just likes to throw random things out there that he thinks are hurtful, but he kids.
But
as he
they're
says.
always. Why are they always about you,
It's not always about me. That particular incident happened to be about me.
Troy? Who is it most often about?
No, I do.
Maybe
random
around
people.
you two he does, but
No.
when he's in the hallway, he's
I do
making
random.
fun of some of the coordinators on the floor. He does
That's
shit
true.
about
I
you,
think
Sam.
Roland's pretty balanced in his goofing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you,
'cause
is he balanced, or is he balanced in the sense that since we all make fun of Eric a lot, we all brush it off?
No, I think Roland's a little different. I think it's balanced because Roland will even go after. There's girls in this building that like Roland, and he'll go after them.
What do you
for no
mean,
reason.
like Roland?
They come by to see if Roland's in the office. They come by to talk to Roland.
They
see how
like
his
him as
day's
a
going.
coworker. They like him like on the playground. I like him.
I suspect playground like, but Roland says. Roland says.
It
he
sounds
blows
like
it off every time I point it out.
It sounds like we found the solution to that vaginal problem you were talking about.
Yeah, and then it's like the other guy when he yelled boring. He was upset with me.
So you have girls here that like you.
Well, let's say this morning I walked into the office, right?
You did.
And there's a
Caught your breath.
Shut up. There's a Valentine heart and a card laying on the desk for Roland.
Hey.
There's a lot of girls that actually like Roland.
Yeah,
But-
but Roland refuses to acknowledge it.
We have two mutual friends that both love Roland very much.
Who's we?
Roland and I.
Well, you guys are in a bromance. Of course, that's the we.
It's two people that I used to live in the same building as.
Yeah.
Oh, and these don't even work here.
No.
But they like Roland very much in the sense that they think he's funny, or
Well, they really like him a lot as a person. I mean, I don't know. He's not interested in either of them anything romantically, so I don't think he's ever pursued anything.
why
with them,
not? Are they ugly? Are they good
No,
looking?
they're both really hot.
So Roland, what are you doing?
They have issues.
Yeah. I mean, they have like major broad issues.
Yeah.
They're
so
crazy women.
It's better to enjoy them as friends and have a great time. And then,
But aren't they all? Don't most women have some kind of issue?
Yeah, they all have issues.
I said most.
No, they all do.
Oh.
Well, they have hormones, and it just fucks everything up.
I think
Because
men have hormones.
They do, but men think logically, women think
Illogically?
hormonally.
Okay.
Whatever. That's going to get a lot of people angry. But
Well,
it is. I mean,
controversial.
every guy knows that's true.
All right.
And women know that's true too.
They do.
They do. Of course they do.
If they're thinking logically, which they don't.
Well, most of the time, women will say like, "Oh, I was thinking hormonally, and I fucking did something crazy."
Their hindsight is good,
Yeah.
but not their foresight.
No.
No. Short-sighted even.
Right. So, but these two broads are they're hot,
Broads.
they're cool, but they're fucking loony. So I think Roland just doesn't feel like dealing with that.
And that's the right move, you think?
I mean,
I want to know more.
you have to put up with some bullshit to get pussy.
What about these girls that work here?
I don't even know which ones are talking about.
I think he's the guy who was talking to her. They yelled boring. They got
Yeah.
upset with me.
Oh, because you yell boring and well,
Yeah, another guy came to my office yesterday. I sent him around saying the hallway was closed.
Roland just goes layers and layers deep into people that nobody knows who they are,
I
and it's
know,
just
but
like
I'm just
mumbling,
saying-
like, what's going on? Eric,
Yeah.
these girls that like Roland,
Yeah.
that like Roland,
I think one of them likes Roland. The other one tags along.
are they good looking?
Yes, they're good looking.
With the one that likes him is
Yes,
good looking.
Is good looking, yes.
Is she better looking than her friend that just tags along?
I would say so.
Oh my gosh, Roland. Is she crazy? I mean,
She
if-
doesn't. I've talked to her before. She doesn't seem crazy, and
if-
I pointed
whoa,
out
whoa,
to him.
Whoa.
What?
Roland just wrote a note. Erock, I don't know if you heard this. I heard it. Roland wrote a note to Troy.
Yeah.
I guess it was somebody's name.
The name, yeah.
And Troy goes like this. Oh, man.
Yeah, this girl's pretty hot.
Yeah.
She
Okay,
is.
all right.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
that she's man, like she's crazy.
No. This girl's pretty hot. Like
Yeah.
this girl's probably in the top hot girls at this. In
Top
this place.
what?
Yeah.
Top
HR.
5.
Top 5. Is it Monica?
No.
It's not Monica. Well, you'd put Monica in that list.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I've narrowed it down. It's not okay.
Well, she's been on the air, so we can.
Now there's only 4 left.
Sneaky
Now there's only 4 left.
But in this case here, this girl who I guess we all agree is very good looking.
I guess.
Has talked to. I know has at least talked to me and has dropped some subtle hints where it inquires about Roland. And I've brought this to his attention, and he still refuses to
I
acknowledge
just don't
it.
think she is into me that way.
Are
But
you willing?
But you don't know unless you explore.
That's
I
right.
think this girl,
That's right.
from the little that I do know about her,
Yeah.
I think Roland's personality is she would be attracted to that, and that would be enough for her to be really into him.
She's like she's a cool chick in the sense that she's not looking for the, good
In
looking.
shape.
Yeah. I'll say
You
let's call
bastard.
it the Troy Kwan.
I mean,
Drew.
Yeah.
you know.
She's all right with I drew Roland earlier today and I told him it was easy to draw him because all you have to do is draw a snowman with arms, and that's Roland.
And a panda face.
But you're saying that this is a girl who, even though she's banging, she's top 5 at Sirius XM.
Yeah.
She'd be okay with snowman panda bear.
I think. See.
That's the impression I got.
Oh my God, is she crazy?
I mean,
Based on your impressions.
what broad isn't?
That's right. You're the wrong person to ask. Erock, is she crazy?
She every time I've seen her or talked to her, she has seemed fine.
You would just assume she's crazy because her genitals are internal.
Yeah.
Okay. Roland,
Yes.
isn't this worth? By the way, I love, and this is why Opie yells at Erock about taking shit. Like, we went from Roland saying Erock doesn't like pussy, he likes sandwiches, to Erock being like, Roland, you should really go after this chick. I think she likes you. It's like,
Oh, I gave up.
Eric's being
I'm
like
just
a
telling you
good
the
guy
past.
though. Like Eric's being like a bro, and Roland's just being like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah. I mean, that's just rolling.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it that's just Eric?
Both.
That's
Yeah.
and that's the relationship we're stuck with. That's the part that Opie can never figure out when he's like, "I thought you guys are supposed to be friends." Like, Eric is just a guy who at the end of the day he'll be like, "All right, I'll be cool." And Roland is just a guy at the end of the day, he's going to bust your balls.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the dynamic of the relationship because Roland just busts everybody's balls, and Eric, he can forgive pretty easy, and he also does.
Well, does he just forget?
I think he probably just forgets, and he also he's not going to really hold a grudge because he needs Roland's help with a lot of things.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
I
and we've
see.
discussed that before here.
Yeah, I don't even think Eric wants to get into it. I want to get in. Matt in New Jersey, you're on the After Opie and Anthony Live.
Hey, Roland, man, I dig what you bring to the show, so please don't take this the wrong way. But in all honesty, when was the last time you've hooked up with a chick?
How long has the dry spell been? More or less.
I know.
You're a busy guy. So let me put this into perspective, okay? We've talked about Roland's stresses. We've talked about the pressures. He's dealing with publicists. And Roland is a guy who cannot leave his job at work. Like, he's a workaholic. So that, put it all into perspective,
Okay.
So it's not like Roland, he goes out and he's social, but it's just picking up women is something Roland doesn't really have time for the way his mind works. I don't think. Is that right, Roland?
Yeah, I'd say probably Thanksgiving week.
Okay, so it wasn't that long ago. November.
Yeah, wouldn't it make it better then for Roland to try to go for this chick that's in the Sirius XM building?
I think he's got to.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but
I think he fears rejection.
not that either, and the HR stuff. Yeah.
No, but you could talk to a girl without making it an
Yeah.
HR issue. I mean, you could be like, hey,
Let's hang out sometime.
yeah,
And
why don't
keep it completely as friends. Just like, hey, let's go grab dinner sometime and see how it goes.
Let's go get drinks.
And there's plenty of people that met here, working here, and they're married now. So
there are.
yeah.
Yeah.
They all seem happy.
I mean, look at Troy and Monica, for instance.
No, come on.
I'm just kidding. I mean, you're great production partners.
She's got a great voice.
I've heard and seen.
She's done a lot of production for us. You know that.
Oh, you bet she has. I'll bet. I don't even begin to know the production she's done for you.
You're a shit starter.
I want the best for Roland. And can we narrow down any more of who this girl is? Eric?
I don't think we need to really mention
You
on
don't
air
think
who
so?
she is.
Yeah.
She's never been on the air with us. She doesn't work in our
I want to
area.
get her on the air.
She'd probably come on there.
You think so? To talk about this?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Well, don't tell her what we're going to talk about then. And she'll come on the air in general.
Yeah.
Get her on.
But the thing is, she doesn't come till like later.
I see her walking around in the morning.
You do.
Yeah, if I see her, I'll grab her.
I got to talk to her.
Yeah.
Because...
I don't think she sees me that way. I'm like as a buddy.
But isn't it worth taking a chance? Like, this is... Okay, so this is all... The jury's out here, okay? This is Eric and Troy, and they've told you that, bar none, this is... Eric, you'll go with Troy in saying top 5 hottest girls at Sirius?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Top 5,
Yeah.
okay? And that's confirmed now. Everybody pooled has voted her in the top 5. There's a lot of girls here, okay? That means you're hot. You got a girl who looks like that, who could potentially be into you. I would say it's worth the risk. What do you need, another friend?
Here's why I won't. Because he has to see her every day, so if he's rejected, he would have to confront her every day about it.
Yeah, but you just said she doesn't even work around here.
She walks around.
She walks around. I said she comes in like a little bit later on in the morning.
But you could avoid her if you needed to.
Not really.
Why not?
Roland just needs some confidence. He just needs confidence that he could do it, and he's got a great personality. He makes girls laugh. I mean, that's huge.
Right. And you do things that most guys couldn't get. Like if Troy did the stuff that you do, no girl would laugh. They'd think he was just a fucking schmuck.
Right. And Roland can pull off some pretty crazy shit. Like he's like taking girls to like Beyonce concerts and sat next to like Paul McCartney and shit. Like
We've talked about this before.
Like he pulls some crazy shit. Like what girl wouldn't think that was great? You know?
Then why not test the water? Just start testing the waters. Why not see? Have you ever hung out with this girl socially?
No.
Why not do that? Why don't we all go out and hang out socially
Fine.
and just see what happens? Maybe, or just spitballing here. What if you and Troy and her go and get jerked off?
Well, now
Who
Well, I
doesn't
don't know
like?
how- well, I mean, I don't know.
Is
how
that
that's
a weird
possible
first? I mean,
for her? And a lot of there's
fingered. Then I guess the term is fingered.
Well, there's very, very, very few girls that
That's not a good first
think that's
date.
I think that's a good idea, and a lot of girls are kind of look down on getting jerked off. Some don't.
some poo-poo on it.
Some think it's
poo-poo on it. I
Some
see.
think it's hysterical, but some really don't like the idea of you going to a complete stranger, handing them money to have them jerk you off.
People are sending in little things on feedback
I
that
thought feedback was supposed to be down.
I thought so too, but feedback still works.
Boo.
They're saying that do you not like? They're saying you don't like women on instant feedback.
I do.
Very much so.
Yeah, it just this one's a different situation because it's at work.
Yeah.
And I could vouch for that he likes women.
How can you?
Well, because we went to a
Jerk off parlor?
yeah. And I mean, he didn't walk out of that. I mean, I don't know why he would go if he wasn't going to. You're not paying for a great massage.
And he didn't walk out being like, "Yeah, Troy, that was great. I just wish it had been a guy."
Yeah, I wish it was a dude.
He didn't say that.
No.
Oh, okay. So that's the confirmation then.
Yeah, and then I got some Russian person. I'll get she could call in.
Do you like this girl?
Which one? Oh, this. Yeah, but I just
Which one?
Which one that jerked me off?
Yeah. Why don't you ask the girl who jerked you off to drinks?
I
This-
did that one, so it became weird. It was weird.
You really did that one?
Yeah.
One of the other times you got jerked off
Yeah, with the Russian girl. Yeah, it got weird.
at a massage parlor,
I took her to dinner. It was awkward.
and you took. Why would you take her to dinner?
Because she goes, hey, we should go hang out. Like, sure. You're hungry? She goes, yeah. And then she...
You had to pay for the dinner.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like a... It was a,
Was she a prostitute?
no.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was she
No.
soliciting?
She wasn't.
No.
She just liked you. You'd been in
Yeah,
a
we
couple
hung out,
times.
That, yeah.
Why did it get weird?
Because I thought she knew a lot of English and that. And then you go, hey, how's it going? She goes, like,
Well, luckily you're not the easiest person in the world to understand, so I don't see how that would become an issue.
Maybe they would just cancel each other out.
Yeah, like I would think even if she did speak a lot of English, there would still be a giant language barrier.
yeah, then, yeah. It just got weird. I'll tell you guys off there.
I want to know. You
No.
can't speak in vagaries?
I guess, no.
Like
Well,
a little less
let's
vague.
just say dinner. 3 guys walk by the table to wave at her. Like, hey!
Oh, okay. So she's known about town as somebody who performs services, and all of a sudden you're the asshole who took her to dinner.
yeah,
You don't want to be like,
yeah. You go, the next place you go, like people like high fiving.
she's sitting there with calloused hands, and you're like, you're not a construction worker. I know how you got
Yeah,
those
yeah.
calluses.
yeah,
It's embarrassing.
that was embarrassing. It was like, oh,
You can look past that.
I gotta know what somebody, Kobe something in Canada is suggesting. Go for it, Roland. Poke her in the brown eye. Have you ever considered the girl who works here poking her in her brown eye?
no,
No, you haven't.
no.
It's something though,
He's
right?
not, he's not poking her anywhere.
Not
Yeah.
right now.
No, I mean, I think you should go for it personally.
Would you if you were in Roland's position?
Yeah, I mean, I know that it is weird working with somebody. I kind of have something against that too, but I mean, it's completely different departments, so it's like
Plus, the thing about work is that Roland, no offense intended, your personality is your asset here. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to, you know what I mean? Like, girls getting to know you is what you need to land a hot chick, I think. Is that right?
Wow, that's
Is that fair for me to say,
What
Roland?
a dick. Yeah,
But it is true.
no. Roland's got a great personality, and girls love it.
But that's why he needs to do things like this at work, because you can't just go and meet someone at a bar and they'll get the full scope. Roland, I know what it is. You think I have landed any girls based on these Hollywood good looks? It's personality based.
that's your luscious hair.
No, it wasn't the luscious hair either. It's personality based, and I understand putting in the groundwork, putting in the time, and winning these chicks over. But you know what I mean? The journey doesn't get any shorter by not starting it. That's some fucking wisdom for you.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the confidence to take the plunge, but he should, because he knows that he can do it. If he just has to put his mind to it.
Oh, it's like, hey, lady, what are you doing on whatever?
Yeah, let's go grab something to eat.
Yeah, or go over to Caroline's.
Let's get drunk and make some decisions that she'll regret later.
Get her all fucked up if you have to. You know what I mean?
Take her out and don't even try anything. Just have fun.
Yeah, that's the key, because like Troy said, she likes your personality. Give her a chance to know Roland outside of work. Just take your time. I mean, it's been since Thanksgiving. It's not going to kill you to wait another couple weeks where you're putting in some groundwork.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, take Caroline's, call Great Charles.
Right. Get hooked up for free.
And when Roland goes out, man, I mean, like you said, he's got some pretty good hookups, so he's really treated like VIP. Like, he can roll into spots and be taken care of.
Those are the spots you want to go to, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
None of this bullshit of...
Because he looks important.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And girls like that. Girls like power. Girls like a good personality.
I mean, Hollywood people. You got a good job. You know what I mean? There's nothing. You're making this girl laugh, apparently, and she's coming down to your office. And Eric, did you say she left him a Valentine's?
Yeah, I walked
Candy.
in and there it was with a little card on top, and I saw the name on it because it wasn't like a sealed card, and I went, oh,
Who left you a Valentine, Eric?
nobody.
Exactly. This is what I'm talking about.
Who left you one?
Don't worry about who left me one.
All right.
That's not what we're talking about here.
Nobody left you one.
I got plenty of Valentines. Okay, I'm the most popular boy here.
I choose you, Sam.
Thank you, Eric. That makes me finally. I got one. I got
Sam
one.
did have two hot chicks wearing your shirt.
Exactly. I got the bitches in check around here.
That's what's up.
They know what's good. But like I was telling Bobby Kelly, I got to keep the bitches in check. You understand. Roland, you on the other hand.
Bobby Kelly, and his video's up on Opie's YouTube.
Yeah. I was going to say, you on the other hand, you got to make sure you take those bitches off check, because you don't need that.
No.
You need the bitches clamoring for you. Yeah, Opie, real quick, we should mention this. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. John Bones Jones was in here yesterday, and he choked out Bobby because he was doing, moves. By the way, he choked out Norton, too, and I was talking to Opie during the break, and he said, I think that video is going up today. He's editing it still. He wanted to put them out separately. But the video of Bobby Kelly getting choked out is hilarious.
And passing out.
Yeah, he almost passed out. He was in here yesterday talking about it, but he was on the show, and John Jones put him in that chokehold. And Bob, he said that he got completely confused because he heard something in his neck crack. And so at that point, he forgot he had to tap out because he was worrying about his neck, and then he tapped out too late. The room was starting to get dark, and just for good measure, John Jones waited 2 seconds after he tapped before releasing him. So Bobby just falls like a slump. You got to see it. If you want to know why Opie and Anthony say that the show needs a visual element, check out Opie Radio's YouTube page. Look at the video he took of Bob Kelly getting choked out in the studio.
And then today he's posting the punch of Jimmy.
And the punch.
He really threw a punch.
I'm
hard.
waiting to see who actually gets choked out here in the studio.
Like out.
Yeah, somebody should do it.
Well, I think it was funny about
Bob was the closest
John
one.
Jones was that he was the first guy that was kind of like, listen, I'm a fucking fighter. This isn't like a fun thing for people to do. If you want me to put you in a move, I'm putting you in a move.
Yeah,
like most of the other fighters are like really light or they'll let you go. Like John Jones was like, just so you know, I specifically have the power to end your life.
Yeah, in the hallway, he said he next time have everybody sign release forms, and he wants to actually do it.
He wants to fight.
No, he wants to do like a one real punch.
This is a guy who beat Rampage Jackson, and he's coming in here and choking out Bob Kelly.
I'd probably let him choke me out cold.
To unconsciousness?
Yeah, the only thing is like when you do
We have to
that,
have a paramedic here.
when you do that, you sometimes piss yourself.
That would be great. And you know what you could do? You could wake up, and then if you haven't, then you piss yourself for the show.
Right.
Just something
And
funny.
I've been choked out, completely out.
As a goof, or
Because I used to train jiu-jitsu. So
you did?
Yeah.
Well, you just pick up every hobby.
But this was like 10 years ago.
You got weird. You got an interesting life.
I worked with a guy who tattooed, and he would train everybody in the tattoo shop for free.
So you know jujitsu?
A little bit. No, a little bit. Real little bit.
Not enough to fight John Jones.
I would never, ever, ever try to put it into an actual fight.
But
scenario.
enough that you would take a choke out. You were and you were choked out to unconsciousness?
Yeah, I've been out cold.
Doesn't that kill brain cells? Isn't that a bad thing to
it's,
just
it's
do?
cutting off circulation to your brain.
Yeah.
So of course.
But it did help his luscious hair.
Did it help your hair?
Sure.
I mean, it didn't hurt.
No, it didn't hurt at all.
Obviously not at all. So you would get choked out to the point of...
Yeah, but I mean, it's they're weird about body fluids, so I don't know if that would happen.
Did you piss yourself last time you got choked out?
No, but I've been around people that have pissed themselves.
That's hilarious.
Choked out, yeah.
Well, is it maybe you just don't drink water before?
Yeah, I mean, you just literally let go of everything, so things start flying out of you.
Somebody just asked, would you let yourself be raped after quote unquote passing out?
No, I don't get raped.
You
No.
wouldn't quote unquote let yourself be raped. What are you writing down? Roland's writing down Blu-rays like I should give more away. I also and Eric, I don't know if you put these on the Opie and Anthony Facebook page, but the other video, we were talking about visual elements to the show. Opie was on a tirade of visual elements yesterday. He posted a video, and Troy, you got a picture with him of what's his name? Tiny from the Harlem Globetrotters, Andre the Giant. Opie posted a video of him walking in the studio when he was on the show yesterday. And I mean, it's hilarious. He's 7'8".
He's massive. I had my picture taken with him, and he was like,
he dwarfed you.
Yeah, he's like easily like a foot,
You
way over a foot.
Did you make it even with the top of your hair? Did you make it to the titty?
I made it to his shoulder. I think it's on my Twitter and Instagram. You can see it.
Okay, that's Troy Kwan. But yeah, check out these videos. Eric, are they on the Facebook page?
Yeah, they're on the Opie and Anthony on Facebook.
Good, because it was a sight to be seen yesterday. It was pretty much a freak show. So, Roland, have you thought about your strategy? Are you going to go after this chick?
I'll take out for drinks.
You are going to?
I will.
You can do that, like, this weekend?
I have plans after the publicist next weekend.
Next weekend, you're going to do it?
I will.
Troy? I need you to be on top of this.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to encourage Roland to do a lot of things.
Yeah, I know.
He has to just sort of make it up in his own mind that he wants it.
Do you want this, or are you doing this so we shut up?
No, I'll go explore and see, and then
Just see what happens.
If not, well.
Yeah, and that's the way.
The worst is I'll get drunk.
Right, that's the way to get out of any sort of HR or weird issues. Is you just go and hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and don't expect anything.
No.
Right.
Other than conversation.
And if this girl is the girl who I'm thinking of, you shouldn't expect anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a good time, a good conversation. And maybe you get her liquored up and she makes a mistake. Who knows? I don't know for sure what's going to happen.
I think Roland sitting here always thinks it's a good idea. And then actually when it comes down to it, he's just...
Well, it's a scary thing to do.
Of course. Because then you have to see the person every day. It's one thing if you hit on a girl at a bar, it's like, if she rejects you, you just walk away. You don't have to ever see her again.
Right. Now, like, even avoiding her, she'll be here. But she's a nice person, you're a nice person, you'd move on from it.
Yeah.
And it'd be worth the attempt.
Yeah.
If it's, I don't know what the success rate will be, but even if it's a 28% chance of a
15.
yes. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll go 15. I still think it's worth it. That 15% is worth it. Because how many other opportunities are you going to get like this?
I don't know.
Probably not very many.
No.
Probably not very many.
And tomorrow, Andrew Lincoln on the show.
From Walking Dead?
From Walking Dead, the lead.
That's very exciting. That's very exciting. Fine. Roland, this is one. Don't anybody else call up for this. I'm doing one for Roland. Joker.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Roland, go with what you know, man. You are the connoisseur of everywhere to go eat out there. I mean, absolutely everywhere. You're the best at it. Go to that girl, find out where she'd like to go eat, and you can name the best places.
Do you know what
Go
type
you're
of food she
comfortable
likes?
I know. Thank God she's not vegetarian.
You don't like vegetarians?
No, I took one girl out. I thought she at a barbecue place, and then she told me she's a vegetarian. If we could leave, but the problem was I really had a barbecue hankering at that moment.
Yeah, which is most moments, by the way.
So
yes.
I said we should just stay here, and then she goes, "I'm leaving," so she left.
And you stayed for the barbecue?
I couldn't resist. It's too delicious. It's too good.
Joker, Eric has a question for you.
Yeah.
Wasn't Joker the one who was going to give Troy some information about joining those swingers clubs?
Yeah, Joker is the one. And Joker gave the information to Troy, and Troy finally emailed me back and said, "Thank you, but I'm probably not going to use it."
Aww. Why don't you swing? Why don't you fucking have a good time? We're over here. You're giving Roland a hard time. Why don't you have a good time in your life?
That one's that's like a life-changing step.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a weird plunge. That's a weird thing to take. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, man. I don't know. I don't really have the. I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
Yeah, because Troy will have to wear leather, purple all the
That's
time.
an S&M club. That's a whole different deal.
Yeah, no, but he'll be walking around in leather, and Troy goes, "Hey guys, what's up?" We're like, "He did it."
That's how we'd know.
Yeah.
He'd have a handlebar not a Hulk Hogan mustache
He'll
all of
smell
a sudden.
he'll smell like Old Spice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he actually did it.
Joker actually called up because he wanted a Blu-ray. Does he deserve one, Roland?
I'll give him 2 Blu-rays.
Which ones?
All right.
In Time and the other Jack Black movie.
Okay, congratulations, Joker.
Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. By the way, I got a text from Monica, who we talked about, who does all the voice production.
Yeah.
She writes, "We hear you." I don't know who she's with. Do you think she?
I just got a text too.
Could she be with the person we're talking about, or you don't know?
I just got a text.
What does that
It
say?
said, "Stop shit stirring, Sam."
And who's that from?
Oh, that's for me.
That's from Roland. It says, "We're not bitches, you punk." I don't think I called them bitches, did I?
Yeah, you did.
I don't think. I don't.
They
Did
took-
I?
They took- they took it out of context.
Yeah. That's not what I was saying
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
Real quick though, this is what I want to talk to you about before, and we still only have a couple minutes left because of this bombshell that I found out where all the girls around here are into Roland. What do you? Oh, she's
out of here.
okay. Well now, okay, that's who it was because Troy just saw a girl walking up the hall. I think it might be. Well, I'm not going to say.
That's
But then
the one?
he started waving her in, and she said no.
Did you rape her?
No,
Oh.
there's a girl who Eric says likes. You know, likes, like
Some Valentine's Day bullshit?
who likes Roland.
I don't think so though.
That's what Eric says. There's
don't
look at
think
the
so.
smile on Liam's face. I don't know if he's just
Liam's the king of shit stirring too. the little
he loves
bastard.
it. Oh my god, this is not. Let me tell you something. This is not going to end today.
What happened?
It's going to continue through the hallways. with
Oh,
Liam
yeah,
and
this show is gonna-
Liam's going to shit
This
stir.
show is going to go on
Liam's coming in.
late into the
Liam
afternoon.
the shit stir.
Liam's in here, the talent booker now.
Yeah,
Liam, did you hear?
Liam shit stirs.
Apparently, there's a girl who likes Roland.
I don't think so.
Is there?
Don't say names if you think you know who it is, because we have gone an hour without
I
saying
know
a
who
name.
it is.
It's the one that Erock suggested.
Yeah, her name's in the Bible.
Okay, that's very Jesus. It is. It is.
Her name's in the Bible.
Well, now here's the problem. The audience is still gonna be, but now she is gonna know exactly who you're talking about.
And I think
She's not listening. She works. She's working. She's busy.
She tells me that she listens.
She's
to the
running.
show.
She listens to the after show.
Yeah,
Dude, everybody tells you that, and no one does.
she's brought up things that have happened.
Oh, okay.
look what
Liam.
Sam drew.
Well, it could be. There's a lot of names in the Bible. I mean,
Look what
Sure.
Sam drew.
By the way, speaking of the spot to hook up and everything, I don't know if you heard last week. We were talking about, and Monica's right outside the glass.
Yeah,
that's
she
what
has to record something for me. Actually.
That's what reminded me. Last week, before I left, we were talking about Roland, and Eric said that there was a girl here who had a crush on him.
Yeah.
And we ranked her as one of the top 5 hottest women at Sirius XM.
Yeah.
And it was this whole big thing. We spent the whole show on it. Well, if you guys want an update, let me tell you something. Eric could not have misled his friend more.
Oh.
I don't know why Eric brought this up, but I don't know why we should all be surprised that Eric's observations are wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's been pretty well established that he's not the most observant person all the time.
No.
She's not. She likes him as a friend.
Yeah.
She's not interested in him.
Yeah.
I talked to her. She was embarrassed by the whole thing.
I would imagine.
And the quote was, I don't know what to do. And I go, well, and she goes, I really don't want him to ask me out. And it was just like, oh.
I wonder how Eric came to that conclusion.
Eric, you couldn't have been more wrong on
That
this
was
one.
the impression I was getting.
Are you the type of guy who just thinks that if a girl comes in and acts friendly, she wants you?
No.
Because that's all I've seen her friendly to Roland before.
Uh-huh.
But what was she doing that made you think that this was something that we should... Because you would have had Roland go up to her and ask her out, and she would have said no.
Roland would never do that.
He was going to.
He was not going to.
Don't...
If he was,
Back-
then
don't-
good for him.
Yeah,
But I
Not
never
good for him. She would have said no.
The fact that he was actually going to attempt that is good for him because I've never seen him ever, whenever a girl is discussed, him showing any interest that he even wanted to ask somebody out.
Well, because usually you're the one who says this girl's interested in you, and obviously you're incorrect.
Not usually, no. In this instance, I honestly thought she was.
Based on what?
Based on that she would come by looking for him all the time when he wasn't there. Anytime I would see her upstairs, she would mention him. So I just was getting the impression that she really liked him. She would leave little gifts. The Valentine sitting there was the most recent.
I didn't want to say
gesture.
this on the air to kind of because I thought it would put the brakes on everything. But I knew the Valentine wasn't a significant gesture. She left a Valentine for me too.
Yeah.
It was just something she did for people that she liked as friends.
Well, I didn't even get one, so
She doesn't like you as a friend.
apparently.
I mean, she didn't leave one for Eric. Like she's fine with you guys as coworkers, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
I mean, not on. Here he comes,
Oh boy.
Roland, your friend Eric, your best buddy. He completely misled you on this one, didn't he? He completely led you up Schitt's Creek.
No, but I knew she wasn't interested. That's why I was like, all right, whatever.
Well, then how come? But you got to deal with this guy pecking away at your ear, saying she wants you, dude. She wants you.
It's just a different view, but I was like, I don't think so.
Roland, you were right this time.
Yeah, because I'm not the.
She likes you as a friend.
Oh yeah. I like her as a friend, but I'm not the heavy metal type dude, and
She likes heavy metal.
yeah, I'm not gonna get tattooed like a Troy Kwan.
Yeah, but are you saying she's into Troy Kwan now?
I mean, a Troy Kwan type.
A Troy Kwan type. You're saying that you're not her type.
Yes.
But I don't know. I mean, Troy was right when he said, you know, you could. There's a lot that a personality can do, and I don't think you can limit. I don't think.
No, see, I beg to differ, and Eric can back me up on this because we both know somebody that this dude was probably close to 500 pounds, and he just knew how to kick it. He knew how to be funny.
Yeah.
And he fucked hot girls. I saw him fuck. I know that he would do it.
I think if Roland had more confidence,
Yes.
and really stepped up to the plate and like for real, not like pretend didn't give, because Roland is an emotional roller coaster. He's a very emotional guy.
Yeah.
If he was confident and he was like, I'm the man, and he knew he was the man,
Yeah.
he would do just fine.
He just has to own it.
He doesn't even. It would be. Oh, speak of the devil. It would be nice if. Yeah, I mean, losing weight and all that stuff. Anybody could lose weight if you had confidence, and like really like were on your game. Then look at these two. Look at Monica's walking with the girl we're talking about, and they're making faces in the glass. They know. But I mean, if you had confidence, you could land a chick that looked like that. Because they're
Easily.
The thing, girls aren't like guys. Like girls don't sit there and look at a guy and be like, "Damn, like that." Unless it's like Brad Pitt or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But with good looking dudes, that wears off.
Yeah.
If there's no personality there, it doesn't matter how good looking a dude is. That will completely wear off if there's nothing past that.
You could talk your way into a girl's heart.
Absolutely. But you got to own it. And
Right.
You have to do certain things. I mean, yeah, like you have to try to make your appearance look presentable. I mean,
got,
that's
3 New Lynn shirts. What's up?
You don't even like basketball. That's pathetic. But like, I know that it may be difficult coming from Troy because he's Mr. GQ over here.
No, but I'm the one telling you that the looks have nothing to do with anything.
I'm a prime example of dating way out of my league. It's because I just talk.
Ah, you're a handsome bastard.
Are you kidding me? Look at this forehead. I look like one of the Geico cavemen who was shaved down.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, you understand too. You were trying to take the nice route. But, first of all, number one, I would say don't take any tips, especially after this.
From Dos Equis.
From Eric. And by Eric, I'm going to tell you something, okay? Roland called you Dos Equis. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Roland and I were texting back and forth, making fun of you last night.
Yeah, of course. Whatever.
That make it fun.
It was all in good fun.
It wasn't making fun. It's like he ran the Dos Equis guy.
Roland said that he pictured you walking around your mansion slapping people, and that you reminded him of the Dos Equis guy, the world's most interesting man.
Remember the
I
guy?
don't know what that is, but all right.
You don't
The
know, like,
commercial?
I don't usually drink, but when I drink, it's Dos Equis.
And there's like a lion walking by in this
That
kitchen.
guy.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
And Roland your mansion reminded him. But I would say, don't take girl tips from Eric anymore.
No. I don't even know what you could take tips from Erock on, other
Well,
than
I mean-
frosted tips.
That's unnecessary.
Frederick High.
I like talking to Erock about lots of stuff. Talk about, what he's been up to. Talk about wrestling with him.
But even like his wrestling predictions, they're not right.
No.
You've said that.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
He has the worst wrestling predictions of
Okay.
anyone. Today, he came to me and thought that because CM Punk and Chris Brown had tweeted at each other, that they were going to set something up for WrestleMania, which, no, they're not. Chris Brown is not wrestling at WrestleMania. But I enjoy conversing with Erock on that level, talking about TV. Erock was on my show on Sunday. It was me, Erock, and Jenny Hutt. We had a great time, and Erock did fantastic. Everybody enjoyed. I mean,
2 out of 3 is not bad.
well, Erock, I mean, when you're talking to him about TV and stuff like that, he's great, okay? But in terms of, the ladies, Roland, he steered you wrong. How did you realize after the show, was there any interaction with you and her? The girl that Erock said had a crush on you?
But I knew she
way
did.
out of your league.
She
But-
ran by me. I said, "Look, I know." And she said, "Okay." Like I know. I'm not gonna ask you out.
Because I heard that right after the show, she just walked by you without looking at you and
Yeah.
walked very fast.
Yeah.
Was avoiding you completely. And was
Yeah.
that weird? It was like, or was it?
older.
Yeah, because you're like, this is my pal. This is my buddy here.
And Erock walked past by me because she likes you. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
See, Roland had a nice little setup going where it was like a female friend who was good looking, and is there or isn't there some sexual tension here? Playing that little game, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But just living in that
world.
right there on that line.
Yep.
Then Dos Equis, man.
But then Erock saw that line. I think that's the line you recognized, Erock, and was like, you got to get past to the next level. And no, that's not, because a lot of times that line's where it ends.
As I drink my Diet Coke, I look into her eyes thinking, she wants some.
You know?
Roland's a weird guy though, man, because there was definitely one, possibly two girls I know that he could have easily hung out with, maybe hooked up with, and he didn't want to. And I was like, you should just hang out with them to boost your confidence as a dude hanging out with a hot chick. Even if this is not the
Yeah.
chick you want to be with, it's still cool that you're hanging out with a chick and you learn how to like kick it.
And you know what will help your ego too? If you got a girl like that, you should be like hanging out with her just as friends, but don't say she would never. Say, I'm not going to do that. And just don't tell yourself that she would never. You know what I mean? Let that be your onus.
Dos Equis?
Yeah, Nick and that's a good theory. What's up, Nick? You're on the after show.
Hey guys. What's going on, buddies? How sure are we that this isn't just a ploy by Erock after those pussy tapes got released, just to stick one to Roland over there?
Well, Erock, were you specifically trying to get even with Roland here? Were you trying to embarrass him?
For that instance, no.
That time you weren't trying to embarrass him.
No.
You thought she was really into him.
I honestly thought that there was something there that he was overlooking.
Do you have anything to say to him?
It happens.
Like an apology?
No, I'm not going to apologize.
Why wouldn't you apologize?
'Cause
You
I
made
have-
his relationship
Because Dos
uncomfortable.
Equis guy never apologizes.
But he did something wrong to his
No,
friend.
I didn't do something wrong. I
You
honestly
made
thought
his-
that's what it was.
But you made his relationship awkward. You brought it up on the air.
And now it's fucked up forever.
Definitely. It's no coming back.
Like if there was any chance of anything, it's now.
Because now
I
it's
think
like...
now it's even because DeRosa tried her friend, and I messed that up.
You think this is karma.
It is. It is.
But this is like... Yeah, that little sexual tension that might have been there before that was never going to go anywhere, now even that's gone.
Right.
Like, because now she will specifically have that in her mind all the time.
Because I don't want him
she
to
doesn't-
get. I don't want him to get the wrong idea.
Yeah, and she's definitely not going to talk to him when the sex man's around, because the sex man has one thing on his mind. Sex.
Sex.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And when he sees a guy and a girl... Does this... Eric, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Does this make you question... Like, you don't have to give any names. I'm not trying to get you in any trouble, I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone around here, and I won't ask you any follow-ups, I swear to God, but is there any females around here who you've thought, she might be kind of into me? I swear to God, no follow-up questions, no other names.
As Erock or as Dos Equis character?
And by the way, Erock would never hook up with anybody else. He's a happily married man. As much as we joke around, I've seen him and his wife together. They're very much in love. That aside, is there anyone, not based on how you've talked to them, not based on your behavior, based solely on their behavior in this company, who you would say, I think she might be kind of into me?
No.
Not one person.
No, because nothing that seems genuine at all, no.
Do you worry that your perception's off, though? Like, do you worry now that you were that wrong with Roland? That maybe there are times when you
I've
think
been
girls...
oblivious to things in the past and haven't noticed other things. It's just, if I don't pick up on it, I don't pick up on it.
Yeah, but
I don't sense it right away either.
What about,
I sense it for other people, but I never sense it for me.
But you didn't sense it.
I did, because I honestly thought I happened to be wrong in this instance, but I sensed that that's what it was.
Troy's working on these girls, trying to get them in.
It's not going to work.
What's going on?
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Troy's talking to him out there. Monica and her friend, who is still remaining nameless as far as I'm concerned.
I think it's just he goes out there.
Eric, why don't you go out there? Why don't you go out there and apologize real quick?
I don't have
Run
nothing
out
to
there
do
real
with
quick.
any
See
of
if you
this.
can get him in here.
No, Troy's doing it.
No, just see, Eric. At least,
Haven't I caused enough problems?
She's
with
walking
this?
away.
I told you.
She's not coming in?
She doesn't want it.
What about Monica?
Monica will come in.
Monica, are you guys mad? Who are you mad at here?
Okay.
Because this is your friend. We haven't mentioned her by name, so that's all well and good. But Monica, of course, is the girl who she was seeing Troy for a while, and in the production booth.
No, I work with Troy.
Right.
I work with you also.
Well, I mean, not on that level.
No,
but
you have. You guys have worked together. She's done some voiceover stuff for your bits.
Whatever it
That's
is.
right.
Right.
I worked for the whole channel.
Exactly. Thank you.
Wow, I had no idea.
No, bad.
All that aside, you're one of the female voices on the virus. There used to be the Opie and Anthony channel. There used to be a couple others, but
There still is. Kim does a lot of stuff.
A lot or a little?
I mean,
I think he used a lot very...
She's done stuff for us recently.
Right.
All the Twitter promos that you're hearing, that's all her voice.
Both of them?
That's played once.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
Hi.
Who is your friend? Because your friend is the girl who we've been talking about, who we talked about last week, who Erock, who, I don't know if you know this or not, is the Casanova of the Opie and Anthony channel. They call him the sex man because he knows what the ladies are thinking.
I thought he was just called Sex.
Yeah, that's just
right.
The girls just call him Sex.
Oh, hey, Sex, what's up?
Yeah, exactly. Because that's all they're thinking when they see him.
With those blonde tips.
Eric, does that humiliate you? Does you hear the girl say that?
I don't give two shits.
No, I think you do. I think you do on some level.
Yeah.
You think that stings, right?
A little bit, sure.
Yeah. Who is your friend? Because your friend was the one who had a nice little friendship going with Roland, and now everything's very uncomfortable because Eric brought up that he thought she had a crush on him.
Is it uncomfortable? Or are you just making it uncomfortable?
Well, she wouldn't look at him last time I checked.
No, she's looked at you, right, Roland? She came in.
She said, yeah.
It's different.
She asked you to fix her bracelet.
Eric fixed it. He grabbed it.
You couldn't do it?
What? Wait. What happened?
Yeah, no, because Eric goes, I know how to do it, and he fixed it.
She asked you to fix her bracelet.
And Eric fixed it because he knew how to do it.
And then Eric fixed it instead.
No. Roland goes...
This sounds like a cock
Roland
block to me.
This was no cock block.
No,
Roland volunteered me for it, so I turned around and fixed the bracelet.
Yeah, because he had the stuff. So he
That's
did it.
it. Troy. A little cock blocky?
Of course.
No.
Yeah,
but
that sounds that way to me.
He had the tool, though. He had to fix it.
Who, because your friend was embarrassed when this whole thing happened. I talked to her.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think is at fault here? I don't think it's Roland's fault. He was just an innocent bystander. To tell you the truth, if you want to ask me, I don't know. I think the sex man shouldn't have brought this up to start with.
I think you're right.
And I don't know.
Should have just progressed naturally.
Yeah, maybe something. See, maybe something could have progressed where the friend would have developed feelings for Roland. Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
But you don't know for sure. Now she won't because sex is gone and sexed it all up.
I think that Sex fucked
it up.
Sex did fuck it up. I think Sex wanted to make Roland feel good at the moment because, like, we were just talking about stuff, and he was like,
"Is that what you're doing, Sex? Boosting up Roland's ego?"
Yeah, I wanted to kind of like make him feel a little better for the moment, and then didn't realize that there'd be this huge like ordeal about it.
I don't know. With all this bracelet fixing, you weren't jealous, were you, Sex Man?
No, not at all.
I hope
Sex's biggest problem here was once again trying to assume that anyone here is friends and trying to tell him, "Hey, I really think this chick likes you." And I was saying that even before we brought it up on air.
Yeah, but that's not a friendly thing to do when it's wrong.
It's just his observation, though. To be fair,
How is it not a friend? Look, it turned out that it wasn't, okay? But leading up to it, how was that not being a friend?
You got to be pretty sure when you got Roland asking girls out.
No, I wasn't going to. I mean, I thought it wasn't, but that was his observation. So I was like, all right, I take it. Just different opinion. That's all.
Yeah, well, he convinced a lot of us of the opposite. I know Troy was like, "Oh shit," you know.
Yeah.
Who Kid's hanging out outside now too.
All right, I'm gonna go record something
with who?
Monica.
So you guys are both gonna leave.
Well, Who Kid's coming in? You talked to him.
We
now,
can't all
right?
hang out.
I have to record something, and then I have a show at
She
11.
has a show at 11 o'clock. So what?
It's a time crunch, Sam.
Time crunch. I'll bet it is.
And
you know, Monica has worked on everybody on the channel. That's what you said, right?
I've worked with.
Oh shit!
Sounds kind of crazy when you said that. I didn't
Yeah.
get banged off yet. What are you talking about?
Have you done anything with Who Kid?
No, I've never met him before. I don't
okay.
think I have.
DJ Who Kid, this is Monica.
Hi, DJ.
How you doing?
she's-
So sexy over there.
She spends a lot of time in Troy's little production booth.
She does a lot of voice stuff for the channel.
Yeah.
Is she being tortured or what is that?
No. She just uses her mouth for the channel.
Being punished? She's the mouth.
What? It's for the voice. That's where the voice comes out of.
Yeah, that's just inappropriate.
Is her mouth?
I don't mean to besmirch her honor in front of you.
She's the mouth of the channel?
Yeah.
Well, she does a lot of voiceover
But
stuff.
you could say she's the mouth of the channel.
No, Jeff Berlin is the mouth of the channel.
I'll bet he is. I've heard a lot of good things about him.
She never measured her mouth before?
All right.
I don't know.
So you scared her.
I scared her.
Way to go.
Why don't you?
I'm not going to get a good session out of her. Thanks.
Why don't you go? You don't need to go make sure she's doing okay.
Well, I got to get her to record something. Where the fuck she go?
I don't know. You gotta keep these women on a tighter leash.
Can you is there such a thing as on-air sexual harassment?
I don't know. This is all jokes. If that's
I
the
don't
case.
know, man. I'm out of here.
Huh? What'd you say?
It's for on air.
It's all on air.
It's what happens, behind closed
It's
doors.
like the
That's
jury
problem.
duty thing. There's no contempt of court.
Right.
If we do it on the air, it's on the
Exactly.
air. It's all fun and games.
Exactly.
Joker is a regular caller, and he has a way to turn this whole thing around for you, Roland. Do you want to turn it around, or you just want to
Yeah, we're just friends. It's
just hanging out?
Yeah.
What?
Joker.
Yeah, hey, since you got Who Kid in there, he can back me up with this. But
Okay.
Joker, you're definitely in the driver's seat with this, Roland. Even though Eric has got in there and put his opinion in and everything else, you're still in control of this. You're the man around town. You know where to go. You can show a girl a good time, and you can go to her and go, let's go to lunch. We still got this covered. Let's be friends. You take it out on the friend status, and I'm telling you, you still have a shot at that girl.
Yeah,
You might.
He's actually right.
Because what happened was, did you hear that Roland, Eric,
This is not from a
Erock,
couple of days ago where
Yeah.
constantly he's back and forth with this girl.
because the sex man, Erock, the sex bagel,
The sex man.
that's his nickname. Monica just told us that people just call him Sex.
Wow.
They just go, "What's up, Sex?" He thought that this girl that Roland was friends with had feelings for Roland, and then we found out after the show, Sex Man was wrong.
What?
And that, made. Do you think, or are you just gonna play cool?
Yeah, whatever happens, happens.
Why
Yeah.
you didn't take advantage of Valentine's or something? Like, show your dick to her on Valentine's.
Is that something you do? Like, Happy Valentine's Day. Here's
Get a
that
photo of
day.
your dick and put it in a card. Happy Valentine's Day, bitch.
Who Kid's new question, by the way, because we had all reality shows on last week. I was on his show.
Ooh, this guy was going crazy, man.
Well, Who Kid's favorite thing to ask people on the Jersey Shore is if they're guys. He says, "Does anybody ever send you pictures of vaginas on Twitter?" And if they're girls, he
Yeah.
says, "Does anybody send you pictures of dicks on Twitter?"
And then Chloe said she got a picture of nuts.
I thought
which is kind of weird.
The craziest thing.
Picture of her mom. Hey.
Whoa. The craziest
OJ's
thing
nuts.
was was that Ronnie on the show said that Snooki hangs out in the doorway in the corner and watches while the other
Yeah.
cast members have sex with each other.
And don't forget that she fingers herself, too.
Yeah, and get your little flip cam out and everything like a little troll doll. Yeah, freak. Listen, we got to take off. Who Kid, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I thought I'd hang out. I need your help with some other situation here.
Oh, okay, we'll take
Yeah.
care of it. RadioPlanet.tv. Roland, we'll keep a strong watch on the situation. I'm sure that'll help a lot.
Show her your dick.
I got a new TV. I'm very happy.
You're good. You
I'm
got
so
your
happy.
date.
Can you just show her your dick?
And Erock,
My taco?
you're good. You're a good man. You're a good friend. Okay, I appreciate the help you did
show
for
her
me
my
over the
dick.
weekend. You show her your dick.